Cam, what is your take on Corey Flagg, and what does the rest of our linebacker board look like?
Man, that's a good question. Corey Flagg is from Galena Park, North Shore High School outside the Houston area. His teammate, who Miami had offered as an offensive lineman, Damian George, who's a three-star kid, about 6'6.5", 330-ish pounds. He just committed to Alabama today. Damian George, that is. So expect him to get a rankings bump. While Damian George, the offensive lineman, has a wealth of height and size, Corey Flagg Jr., the linebacker, does not. But no, he has size, not height. He's only about 5'10", maybe 5'11". He's in the 210 to 220 range, I want to say. Quick, instinctive. He plays the run really well. He plays downhill very well. And I'm really interested to see what happens. Miami is supposed to work the Rice camp as getting into the satellite camp game, i.e. going to other people's camps and being guest coaches. So John Patke, who is a Texas native, I believe, the outside linebackers coach, is going to be out there at the Rice camp, and I think that Flagg is going to be there. So I'm interested to see what the evaluation or what the process, the thought is after working with him on that day. Now, Corey Flagg Jr. is a guy who had like 122 tackles as a junior. He's, in the running for Houston Defensive Player of the Year, all area, all state, all these kind of things. So state champions at North Shore. Like, they're one of the schools that has like a $40 million stadium and everything, out there. $40 million being like average money because, Allen High School had that $62 million stadium that had to actually have upgrades, and they had to pay like another 10 or 20 to fix some of the structural issues with the original thing. But anyway, that being beside the point, he plays at a big school that obviously wins and won the state championship and plays well. So he does not have the height that you might want prototypically in a player. But if he has the physicality, then I'm not really a person who cares about that. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what happens, what shakes after seeing him or working with him at the Rice camp. Insofar as the rest of the linebacker board, there's just a lot of names out there. Miami obviously needs linebackers in a bad way. Justin Flowe, everybody's All-American, a top 3 player in the country from Upland, California, 5-star, he could be the overall high school player of the year next year. And he just won the area defensive player of the year today, I want to say, for his area or team in Southern California. He's a guy that Miami's after. There's a dude from Trenton Simpson, I believe his name is. He's from North Carolina. He's a 4-star linebacker that Miami's after. And there's a bunch of other guys. That's a position that I actually haven't gotten to. I'm going to write a class breakdown. Actually, I'm in the process of writing one because I know I have not done one since the introductory one this cycle. And that's going to drop next week. But having made the top 5s or 7s of a couple guys, and with Rivers' commitment somewhere coming up on Sunday, I decided to push that till the beginning of next week for that piece. So I don't have all the names on the top of my head just because I haven't been looking at them because of my full-time job thing. But there are a lot of names, and we're going to circle back on that. So that's a good question, and I usually try to have even more of an answer for you, even though I've given you 3 or 4 names. But let's put a pin in that one and come back to linebackers, because that's the thing that Miami's definitely going to have to talk about, or we're going to talk about. Miami's going to have to address in this class.